Hello there, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. Now, last time we had some discussions with this guy about this building, and it was very, very interesting, wasn't it? And yes, today we are going to continue exploring this area, maybe check on some of the traps that might contain one of those stick insects, and then we might head back into the city proper to talk to Joyce, and maybe if it's late enough, to the smoker on the balcony. Yes, I'm aware I said that last time as well, but this time I actually mean it. I mean, I meant it last time, I just didn't know how big this area was gonna be. Oh, also, if there's a weird gurgling sound occasionally in the background, that's my dishwasher. I don't have enough time for that after stream, so it's not gonna last much longer, but, you know, just in case. So you're not confused about it. Also, and yes, again, another also, I have new headphones, so I sound differently to myself than I usually do, so if I speak a little quieter or louder, that's the reason. But I'll get used to it, don't you worry about that. Right, now, we talked to those guys. We should check on his traps. We went back there, I think, and found one of the worst jackets imaginable. Just entirely encrusted in seagull crap and all that. So let's see, quickly reorient myself. I think... Have we been here? Oh yeah, I think we've been here before, yes. Yes, that was all the way around with the jacket, wasn't it? Ah. And that's this. Now, I think we can continue up there. Oh. That's Noland Vinsink, an unsuccessful model. Okay. Anything else we can find here? Ooh, there's the steps of another building. Let's see, is there anything of interest to us, at least? A dead phone, a smashed receiver, like someone hung up too hard. I'm sure that's what happened, yes. Come on, now back to you. Someone must have worked hard to smash the plastic dome.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. You could use it to call someone, unless you're out of change.
Let's pick up the handset.
You hear the tone. The machine is inoperable.
10 cents for a random number? Sure. Why not? Give it a shot.
Calling. Still calling. This feels wrong. Should you be doing this?
Yes, we should.
End of tone. Someone picks up.
Pierre? Is that you, Pierre?
The voice is female and sounds about 100 years old. No, it's not Pierre.
Do you have any news about Pierre?
Who is Pierre?
He's my sister's grandson. He used to visit me as a lad. Fine young man. But who are you then? A salesman of some sort? Modern goods are rubbish, and I can't afford them anyhow. It's a shame what you did to our country.
The woman moans and the police... the phone lines howl in unison with her. I'm not a salesman, I was just calling a random number and you somehow ran with it. Okay. Yes, I'm a salesman. What exactly did we do to your country? I don't know who I am, but who are you? No, I'm a police officer. Sure, why
To
not?
hell with the police. To hell with you.
I like her.
Her voice is drowned in white noise. Sounds like waves washing a beach, growing in volume until the call suddenly disconnects. You get a sinking feeling. It makes you look if Lieutenant Kitsuragi overheard you. To your relief, he did not.
Alright, let's leave then. And see what else we can find here. Is this some sort of old boardwalk or something? No, wait a second. I think that's where we got the jacket. That's where we got the horrible jacket. Yes, I remember now. This is the place, but I think we came from a different direction. I think we walked up back there. By the way, I don't know if you heard it, but my dishwasher just made a horrible sound. I just want to make sure you don't think that was my like intestinal tract or something. All right. Another building. A kick drum pulse. The music is coming from somewhere on the ice. Okay. You feel the shadow of a very large building fall over you. The sign reads Sir Brun 1147. And
Heavy
to that
wooden
person who just
doors
entered
more
chat,
than
I'm
twice
not
your
interested in
height stand
chatbots.
shut in front of you.
And
The
anything
rectangular
of that
sea-worn
like.
ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Rattle the doors and see if they're open, inspect the carpentry, take a closer look at the padlock, or inspect the staple. Let's inspect the carpentry.
The carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. Two large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold.
Let's run our hand over the beam.
The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch. Feels exceptional. 300 tons of pine would fit together seamlessly. It's old too, cut and carved many centuries ago.
Let's take a closer look at the padlock, shall we?
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow.
Well, then let's look at it.
You see a yellow circle with two X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead. There is something blindingly modern about this symbol. Its modernness puts to shame everything you've seen before.
What makes it so modern? Have you seen this symbol before? Take another look at the boring padlock for absurdity's sake. Okay, what makes it so modern?
It's the contrast between the cheery, chemical yellow and the rigor mortis. As if the cheery guy didn't know he was dead, or the dead guy didn't care that he was. Either way, you get the sense the forces of future are at work here.
Have you seen this symbol before?
He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before inspecting the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses, and replies.
No.
What does it look like to you?
Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency.
Okay, what is junior delinquency? What is suggestive of junior delinquency here? Let's go with the latter.
I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth.
I agree, it's very modern, but does the cheery guy not know he's dead, or does the dead guy not care that he is? What is the source of the irony here?
That level of conceptual thinking is not part of my skill set.
Very high chance of peeling it off without ripping it. Okay, let's do that.
There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb.
Put the sticker in your ledger after the last entry where it belongs. Put the sticker on your ledger right on the cover. Shake it off your thumb and throw it in the wind. Let's put it on the ledger.
Voila! Looks very modern.
Oh, secret task. Style your paperwork. Very nice.
You're part of the future brigade now, and so is your formerly humdrum ledger. Neon, baby.
Let's inspect the staple.
The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood. Closer inspection reveals that one of the screws is not a screw at all, but a nail. The work has been done recently and is unprofessional, to say the least.
That means we should be able to break it relatively easily, right?
Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing off.
Let's turn to the lieutenant. This is where Mr. Prybar comes in handy.
Maybe we should circle the building first and look for another way. The building has seen enough mistreatment.
Okay, should we start with that kick drum coming from the ice? I heard a sound before.
Yes, the pulsing base. A sure sign of junior delinquency. Somewhere east of here.
Okay.
There's something on the sea ice there.
Physical instrument. Oh wow. So we have some pretty bad odds at breaking that open. Okay. Let's rattle the door to see if it opens.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Only the sound of the padlock rattling against the door.
That's fair enough.
I don't think that's going to work.
And I think you're right about that. Let's see what this has to say. Dusty pews in the shadows. Many seem to be missing. Okay, then I'm back there. Anything else interesting inside? An altar shrouded in dark, or something like that. It's too dark to tell. Nothing in those flower baskets or what they are, or whatever they are. Alright, let's go around the house. I'll start this way, and then along the back to see if there is anything to those noises coming from there. Or if it's just, you know, something vague and uninteresting. Okay. Can we not reach that? No? Okay. Fine, let's walk the other way around. If you insist, then I will do that. Alright, one sip of tea real quick. It's a very tall roof. Must be a really old building. I feel like that's... yeah. I mean, the rest of the building looks old too, but yeah. Ah, there's something. Full of holes. Could the post hide treasure? Look inside. Okay. Let's hope we don't break into the ice. Ooh. Potent Pilsner. Very nice. Very nice. There's anything back here? Okay. Moving along through here. Let's not break into the ice, if at all possible. Ooh, it's a bird. Hello, bird. How are you doing? There's rocks balanced on logs. Okay. Must have taken a lot of patience to do this. Typical junior delinquency, right? Painted with pastels. Someone is trying to bring cheer into the world. You maybe? Who
A
are you?
shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Oh, hello there.
Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold. You bet this one likes to party.
Dear child, it's freezing. Where's your hat? So you wanna party? I have some questions for you. Let's not come across like the weirdest weirdo to ever be weird. Let's ask about the hat first.
Huh?
Maybe she didn't hear you. A little louder.
Oh well. I said you should have a hat on.
So should you.
Come to think of it, I should. Where would I get one around here?
I don't know, some kind of a store? Maybe a general store? Look, man, fuck the hat.
I'm not gonna embarrass myself by trying that check. Like, I'm gonna be probably the biggest goober of all if I try that. Is that kind of language really necessary? Look, I personally don't really care about language like that. It's fine.
I'm sorry I said fuck the hat. I was concentrating on something else. My whole family swears and it rubbed off on me.
There's a painted expression on her face. She'll answer your questions now. What's your name?
Estelle.
Estelle, okay, that's how I pronounce it. Okay, good, good.
Her hair is dyed blonde, with dark roots showing. There's a coarseness to her features, some masculinity below that timidness.
And your surname? Estelle who? I'm not a young suitor, this is official police business. And your surname?
Why?
I'm from the police, it's for the paperwork. Let's not scare off with that right away, that's... yeah.
Okay.
What's that device you have there?
This is a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still.
And the wires?
Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone.
What's a contact microphone?
A contact mic records sounds from inside things, like this ice.
Your mangled brain would like you to know there is a boxer called Contact Mike.
Thank you very much for that one. Yeah, any news on my wife's name? How about my mother? What am I supposed to do with this?
No idea.
Does it have anything to do with Contact Mike? Why not?
Yeah, I record stuff with it.
No, I mean the boxer Contact Mike.
No. This is a contact microphone. It's for recording inside solid objects. Contact mic just beats people up.
How does that thing work?
The mic? I don't exactly know. Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air. The book said it only picks up structure-borne sound, if you like technobabble.
Where did you get the mic from?
Same place I got the recorder from, the Elysium.
What's the Elysium? Or probably a hangout for junior delinquents? Back to the mic, if you will. What's the Elysium?
Oh man, you haven't been to the Elysium? It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole. It's a
Stiff
music
composition.
club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck.
Sounds interesting. Who is this Arno guy? Yeah, let's go with the first one.
Guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck. Or really be a Palaceum going kind of person.
I get down.
I don't know what that means.
Oh no, I've locked myself into being old. I grind.
I don't know what that means either.
It means I'm hip beyond my years, nor do I, but I have concrete evidence that I rock in the form of a wrecked tape player and a completely trashed hotel room. Neither do I actually, I have no idea what I'm talking about. Get down, grind, I'll go with the second one.
That's cool.
She breathes on her fingers, looks like she does looks like she doesn't know what to say. Never mind, let's talk about that contact mic instead. Some non-mic questions.
Okay.
What are you doing out here in the cold?
Recording, I guess.
And what is it you're recording exactly?
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice. But there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound.
She scratches her forehead. Wait, what happened to the headphones? And what are these recordings for? The cracks? The footsteps? Wait, what happened to the headphones?
My boyfriend sold them.
For what? What for?
I don't know, man. Things. Just stuff you need for life.
A lie. They were probably pawned off for something suspicious.
And what are these recordings for? The cracks? The footsteps?
The musicians in the Palaceum used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain.
I'll just nod to that.
Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway.
She rubs her shoulders and looks around.
I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
Take this, you're called.
The lieutenant begins to take off his jacket.
No, man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
It's okay.
The lieutenant backs up. He throws you a glance. Now this is where a hat would come in handy. You said it's supposed to be a music place. What is? The Elysium, so yeah. I had another questions. I had some other questions. Now this is where a hat would come in handy.
Yeah, maybe you were right about the hat.
I had some other questions.
Go ahead.
The tape recorder lies on the ice like a discarded toy. Pick it up. That's a 2. That's a 3%. You know what? Nah. Today I'm not in the risky mood yet, because recently when I've tried something like that, I failed miserably and embarrassed myself completely and utterly. So I'm gonna talk to the others first. If there are others around, I suppose so. There's a tent or something.
Okay, bye.
She turns her attention back to the recording device. Oh, yeah, that is a tent. A pretty ramshackle one, but tent nonetheless, and more tribalistic markings. This post is covered in 100 in little humanoids. A pole screwed into the ice keeps the tent erect. Is there a fish on the ground? A trash from some unending party. Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, I don't know if I could put up a tent made of those ingredients, right? Just tarp some
The tent
holes or
is
something.
just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is open. Inside, 3 young men, all in forward-looking apparel, reminiscent of the sticker on the padlock, are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
Well, let's do that then.
Sorry, we barely have room for one.
Ah, so the lieutenant stays outside.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
I'm actually not, he thinks. I just dislike delinquents.
I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
He gestures for you to squeeze in. What do we have here? Smells like sweat and laundry detergent, plus a trace of ether. What do we have here? A pile of nasal sprays, brand name Nosefed Ultra. Canisters filled with what appears to be water. The label says distilled. A speaker, the big kind they use for live music. Okay. Ah, there's the sticker again. Let's talk to you first.
A young man with peroxide blonde hair holds up a Harman Welshi tape player, nodding along to the music. He looks at you with a knowing smile and says,
Hardcore!
Is it?
It's hardcore!
You're just gonna keep saying it's hardcore, aren't you? I don't know what to say to that. You're just gonna keep saying
Skibbity, skibber danger. I am the rearranger.
Oh no, is he German? He sounds like he has a German accent.
could there have been a right way out of this garden of forking paths, you think? You see a youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, let's shake his hand.
His grip is strong, sweaty, and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
This is my posse, Noid.
The young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously.
An egghead. Egg!
He yells. The tape player high above his head continues to blast strange music.
Together with a Settle Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
Wait, how many music venues have you organized? Why are you here? How many music venues have you organized?
We have many in the pipeline, officer.
Oh, that's good to hear.
That means they haven't set up a single one yet.
Why are you here?
You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Also for talent.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Oh, yeah.
Place is a shithole.
It really is, yes.
I apologise for my friend Noit's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues.
Oh, there's no need. The place is pretty bad. Next time, watch yourself. Was there something you wanted? There's no need. The place is pretty bad.
Which brings me to the problem of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the church, and I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
Dopeheads. Burnouts.
He angrily spits on a screw, then starts cleaning it.
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that, in Revachol.
Strike that! The world!
And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts holed up in there are the worst kind.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dopeheads and burnouts really are. Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
I don't know, I'm a bit of a dopehead myself. What kind? I won't stand for narcomaniacs of any kind. No narcomaniacs on my watch. Shake your head gravely. I don't know, I'm a bit of a dopehead myself.
Oh, if it was just like that, it would be fine. But they're also spooky.
What exactly do you mean by spooky? Spookiness is not a matter for police investigation. What do you mean by spooky?
I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge. Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse. People just want to spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that. Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the Ecclesiastes meant their property for.
I'll look into that, tell me more. I'll make up my mind later. I have questions for you first. The police have more important things to do right now, kid. Let's take the task. Let's just take the task. He claps his hands enthusiastically.
Andre's obviously very happy you took him seriously. The whole tent is. The boys exchange giddy looks.
Did you put the padlock on the door?
Yes. I asked Noy to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. It's a temporary fix, just something to contain the situation. I had to do it in an hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
Well, I need the key. How long have those people been locked in there?
Not long. Like a week, maybe?
How can you be sure they haven't starved to death? This is cool, taking initiative like this is proper citizen behavior, and I endorse it. Are you sure they haven't starved to death?
I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85% sure they're still alive.
Somewhere in the ruinous past that led you here, there was something called exams. You may have learned the term involuntary manslaughter there.
Andre, do you know what involuntary manslaughter means? 85% is not good enough when you're dealing with another person's physical well-being. 85% is good enough. No one lives forever, baby. Let's go with the second one.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm sorry too. I guess it wasn't very hardcore of us to just lock them in like that.
No, it really wasn't. I need the key.
Of course. Noy, give the officer the key. All right.
The speed freak dips into his belt pack and produces a yellow key. He then makes a sudden, cool-infused move, tossing it in your general direction. Yeah, let's try it. 72 is good enough for me.
You sense the
Hell yeah.
trajectory of the little piece of metal and plastic. The object makes a small ringing sound as it approaches. Just the tiniest chime to your left.
Let's catch it then.
Ka-ching! The key hits your palm. The speed freak's nod to you approvingly.
Thanks, man.
The speed freak nods to you. A respectful nod. You proved something here.
Right, other questions.
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it.
Who exactly are these people inside the church?
Truth is, I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are. All we've seen are glimpses.
You haven't even seen them and you want the police involved? Better safe than sorry. Anything more you can tell me? You haven't even seen them?
Well, there's also the machinery. When I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time getting the crew together. So about 2 weeks ago, we came here hoping to set the stuff up. Suddenly, there are all these strange machines lying around in there.
One of them has wires running into bowls of water. Wires into water. Never seen anything like it.
Have you, like, locked in a science class or something? Like, seriously?
Andre, tell him about the feeling.
Oh, and it felt like there was something in there with us, watching us from the dark.
No, the other one.
Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg.
Felt like silence. Awful silence.
But you haven't physically seen anyone?
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church. A couple of times. And we felt someone, or something, eyeing us inside. But that's kinda it.
What was that about something watching you? Can you tell me more about this machinery? Okay, let's go from the top.
Like, you aren't alone, you know?
It wasn't quite human, if you know what I mean.
Not human, as in a ghost. Do you know what he means?
It was this dark shape climbing upside down along the ceiling, like some kind of crab man.
A crab man.